What's up, guys? Nepenthes here, and welcome back to another episode of the Draft to Glory. Today, I'm going to hopefully be focusing on the headliners draft. We're going to try and get as many headliners as we can, irrespective of chemistry, just to try and play with some of the new cards. Obviously, we ran the Draft for Champions series. It went down very well. I appreciate you guys' support on that. I wanted to do a final episode, but the problem with it is that I think in general, people were like, look, you've done 29 games. People wouldn't have gone further because you couldn't advance in Foot Champs. And so to break it all down at the end of it, I think ultimately Foot Champs gives you marginally better rewards for your time. However, Foot Draft means that you can have the rewards whenever you want and as often as you want. And with Foot Draft, you don't have to worry about fitness and consumables in general. With Foot Champs, of course, you get the red player picks, which you don't get from Foot Draft. And you get the Foot Rivals points, which give you even more packs. But you only get them once a week. So there's arguments, positives and negatives for either. But I think ultimately, because you get to play with your own team on Foot Champs and you get Foot Rivals rewards, I think the Foot Champs just about edged it. Now, for today, we are definitely taking the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. I've been using that formation a lot. And as I said before, unless I get like big Team of the Year cards, I'm going to take every single headliner that pops up, regardless of chemistry. Hopefully we get some. It doesn't look good so far. I mean, I guess I could go with Gabriel Jesus. 3-star weak foot, but 4-star skill moves. Good stamp, really nice dribbling stats, good shooting, good pace. Let's take him. We'll go with him. I would love it if EA put SBC cards in here, man. That'd be amazing. Can we get... Ooh. Now, we don't get a headliner. I mean, Havertz is amazing. Like, he is genuinely amazing. I really like him. He doesn't link to anyone, though, and Dybala does. He strong links to Ronaldo. So I think just off the back of the chemistry for the team in general, we're going to take Dybala, and we're going to take this guy because he gets one link and he has a good chem style. Into the next set of players, and Milinkovic-Savic will become our next pick. So we're going for a Serie A squad here. You don't see many Serie A drafts, do you? I can answer that myself. I know you don't. And this is why, is because you generally don't get some great players. So we get Guinazu there. Hopefully we could get something else nice in backline. I'm not really getting many great picks here. We're kind of fighting against the grain. What would I say is probably the best here? Maybe taking a chem style? No, there's no good chem styles. Maybe we'll go with the Spanish League. Probably the easiest to link. He has pretty good pace as well. And so far, through all of these picks, we have specifically 0 headliners. And this has been my best players as well. And we are again at the low end, the low rate of players. Here we go. There's some... Oh, that's much better. Now, no headliner here either, but Team of the Year, Sergio Ramos will happily sit into my squad there. Come on, give me one headliner here, EA. No headliners at all. Interesting. Do we go with Antonio Valencia? He doesn't link to anyone. Lichtsteiner, Coleman, Piszczek. None of them really link to any of them, do they? Nobody links. So we'll take Antonio Valencia. Paul Pogba would do great things for us. David De Gea, Team of the Year, would be phenomenal here. Or just De Gea in general. We don't get, but we do get Asenjo or Neto. Both of them work. I think Asenjo with glove is definitely going to be the best option in my personal opinion. And our backline is okay there. We got my front three is great. Ronaldo, Jesus, and Dybala I like a lot. Milinkovic-Savic is great. The backline in general is pretty good. Good goalkeeper, great centre-back, and an okay centre-back, especially once I put the Shadow Chem style on him. I just need better midfielders here. Like, we need to get real lucky with our backline and our midfield through these final picks. Not necessarily the goalkeeper. We'll just go for rating here. I doubt we're going to get a high-rated draft off of this one, but it would be really nice if we could get a headliner card. But Calabria is nice. It's only a +3 chem style here, but that the Serie A squad really starting to shape up. And on that note, do we take Criscito? I don't think we do, because the left back already has perfect chemistry because of obviously Bartra there. I'm inclined to take Van Dijk and just have him as a super sub, as a defensive-minded sub. Criscito's not great anyway. I'm going to take Van Dijk. He's bound to be the better option for us. In the next role, I guess Pulisic here. No Serie A cards. Nothing that really works. 3 more picks to go for the main squad. Goretzka is nice. He doesn't link with anyone off, or like initially, but that is another good sub. We now have 2 really, really good players on the bench to bring on for the trash bag players in the actual squad. Next up, see, now why couldn't these be central base cards? Who do I take here? Do we take Gareth Bale? Do we take Neymar? I think we take Neymar. See, Bale would be better because we could put him in that left centre midfield spot, although Goretzka can go in there. Bale, again, then would be better to go in the right centre midfield spot with Milinkovic-Savic going into CDM, although we could sub Van Dijk on at centre-back and put Ramos in at CDM. Neymar would just be better all round because he's just a better card with 5-star, 5-star. And obviously Messi as well could have come on and been an attacking sub, but it's not really what we need. We're just not getting what we need here. We'll take Justin Kluivert there. We've got a few of the Future Stars cards. Not a single headliner yet has popped, guys. I would like to see just one. And that is not going to happen. Aurier doesn't work now. Carlos Puyol definitely does work. Even if we started him at centre-back off Chem, it would still be better than what we have. Better than Bartra. Or in fact, if we did that and did that, that's probably even better for me still. I prefer that a lot more. Kluivert's okay as well. I might start Kluivert instead of Gabriel Jesus. Okay, that's nice. Skriniar. It doesn't get the links that we need, really. We're going to take him. We're going to put him in here. We're going to swap these 2 around. We're going to swap these 2 around. No, we're not. We're going to keep it like that for now. I really need a Serie A player. That's a big boost there. Let me get Justin Kluivert back off. Let me get Gabriel Jesus on that. That's okay for chemistry now. We're a little chem point away, but yeah, that CDM then giving Skriniar a little boost there is quite nice. I like my defense, even though we've got less chem there. I actually rate that defense a lot better than what we had before. And again, I've got a good CDM or a good centre back. Oh, there we go, Marcus Rashford. Let's go. He can go up front instead of Gabriel Jesus. That is my first, what they call headliner card. There we go, a big card as well. One of the more touted afters right there. And then our penultimate card is going to be Lionel Messi. We will take. Ooh, do I take Eric Dyer? I think overall we'd lose a little bit of chemistry. I'm going to take Eric Dyer. We don't lose any chemistry and we give Marcus Rashford chemistry. Right, I'm going to go and sort chem styles, so I will be right back. Okay, and let's get our final pick. I don't really have like many of the greatest chem styles. And in our final pick, we're going to take... Who would be the better sub? Who have I got? I got Goretzka for the midfield. Van Dijk, Kluivert. Could take Hazard. Yeah, I think we'll take Hazard. We get one headliner, guys. Let me rearrange the team. Actually, I could rearrange the team on here. So we've got Sergio Ramos, who's going in that left centre-back spot. We have got Milinkovic-Savic is getting into the team. We'll swap with Skriniar. That's no problems there. My man comes out for Dybala. Now, the team is a little bit weird in general, actually. Who was the midfield that I had here? Oh, it was this guy, wasn't it? Ugh. That takes up to 89 chemistry. I'd rather Milinkovic-Savic on full chem. So that's what the squad looks like to start with, guys. And it does look like a bit of a weird / bad squad. Quite like the back line in general. And what I plan to do during this draft here is I plan to sub on Van Dijk for Barreto and put Ramos in at CDM. I plan to bring on Goretzka for Dyer. And then that's my midfield sorted. And then we're going to have ourselves Neymar as a super sub late on, probably for Dybala. And Rashford is going to be our main man. So let us go and pick the manager here. I think Dyche might be the best one for me. 91 with him, 92 with the Italian manager. Spanish 90, and German 89. So we'll go for Pioli there. I'm going to go and change the chem styles now, guys. That is going to be the draft. Let's get into the gameplay. Okay, guys, as we go into the gameplay, the first opponent we come up against has got a 3-5-2 squad. Really low chemistry, even though he has got some all right players in there. Excuse me, Jesus. Yeah, even though he's got some good players in there, you know, a team with that low chemistry is just not going to perform very well at all. I personally would probably have put Thierry Henry at left mid and put any midfielder in there in that CDM role for probably a little bit better chemistry, and then subbed Alexis Sanchez in. And you know, when facing a team like that with maybe a possible good formation, you know, I think the 3-5-2 and the 5 backs can be very useful this year in FIFA right now with how the current you know, one depth drop back meta is progressing and you know, kind of being illuminated, let's say. And I don't want to say meta, but definitely tactic. It's definitely a tactic that people are using. And so with that, you know, 3 backs and 5 backs can be useful, but if you don't know how to use them, which I also don't know how to use them, they can be very, very difficult. What I was most impressed with this squad was actually Marcus Rashford. I know I kind of focused on wanting to get a headliner, and I know we only got him at the very end, but he was absolutely phenomenal. Very strong on the ball. I like the fact that he's nice and tall, great pace, good work rates, 4-star, 4-star. You know, it is like having a secondary Cristiano Ronaldo up front. Ronaldo obviously is amazing for many reasons. 5-star, 4-star. He's in FIFA for many years. Ronaldo has had just something about him. You know, he has custom animations. I think he's got a custom body type, and it sets him above certain other players in the game. As we go into the second round now, and we come up against an absolutely incredible team, genuinely phenomenal team, 2 big icons, 2 big team of the years, players like Eden Hazard's 93, Lionel Messi in there, Ter Stegen and Eder Militao, who's a fantastic card as well. You know, really, really strong team here. But yeah, having Rashford up alongside Henry, up alongside Ronaldo, it honestly just felt like having 2. What you get the benefit out of Rashford and I keep saying Henry, Rashford and Ronaldo, the benefit you get is that you can play any way with them. You know, I'm not going to say that the crossing, you know, we're not here to talk about crossing or push any crossing narrative or anything, but if you do enjoy crossing the ball, both Rashford and Ronaldo are very good for winning those headers because of how tall they are and how good their stats are in regards to winning the headers. If you do enjoy skill moves and dribbling, both of them have that in abundance. Ronaldo obviously with the 5-star skill moves, Rashford with the 4-star skill moves. They both have very high agility. I think Ronaldo's balance, I think, is a little bit lower. I don't know what Rashford's balance is actually. Let me go and have a look. Marcus Rashford's headliner card. He has 81 balance, so that's actually really good with 93 agility, which is absolutely incredible. And then into the semi-final, guys, what a team that is. Another incredible team. Marcelo, Eder Militao, Lothar Matthäus, Kondogbia's live item, Inform Suarez, the special Bale. Like, these teams we're coming up against are just brilliant. They're just fantastic teams. But yeah, so you know, you can use the skills with Rashford and Ronaldo if you wanted to, and then also what you get with them is the third technique of playing this game, which is counter-attacking. They both have exceptional pace, very good stamina, and incredible ability to finish the ball, and that's why when you see something like this with Ronaldo, it's just it just feels clean to play with them. And I didn't really score many goals outside of Rashford or Ronaldo, but what I was most impressed with Marcus Rashford was just how in the play he was. He was constantly involved in everything. All the goals he was involved in. If he didn't get the goal, he usually got the assist. I think he assisted somewhere along the lines of 5 or 6 times during the draft and scored. I think I didn't really count properly, but I know he scored a hat-trick in the first round. He got 1, I think, in the second round. I think he gets 1 in this round. And 1 in the final. So he scored like 5 or 6 goals, assisted like 5 or 6 goals, and was just generally an absolute menace. And you will see me score some nice goals with him, like the low drivens that we saw in the first one. And here he is again with another assist there for Marcus Rashford into Neymar. But you also see me score one of the headed goals with him. We do end up getting a cross out into him and pop it in the back of the net. This semi-final was, I Very difficult game. This guy wouldn't lie down. I think I went 3-0 up and I thought, hey, cruising here into the final, no problems. He started pulling it back. He really got back into the game and put some pressure on me. I don't know if he made some tactical changes. Maybe he went high press or something. But here's another great finish from Rashford. Look at that. That's just beautiful. The fake shot on the top of the box. First time low-driven finesse to get it around the goalkeeper. And we go through to the final 5-4 with another fantastic performance. 1 goal and 2 assists for Rashford in that game. So, like, he's expensive right now, 500,000 coins on either console as we go to the final. And look at that team for the final. 3 massive team of the years. Baggio and Maradona, striker Son, who's amazing, Champions League Jordi Alba, who's amazing, informed Fabinho, who's amazing. Yeah, he has Pereira, Henderson and Gaeta, who aren't so good, and I was hoping to really capitalise on the fact that he had a relatively poor goalkeeper, but this guy was a great player as well. We go through with Cristiano Ronaldo here, La Croqueta inside, and another low-driven finesse around the corner. Skip my replay there, guys, to go 1-0 up. And the reason why I wanted to show that is because sometimes people don't realise that people are like, why did you do what you did? And usually it's because somebody's instigated first. Sometimes not, but sometimes yes. And in this instance, my man pulls it back to 1-1 and dabs on me. And I'm thinking like, come on, bro, like this is unnecessary. I thought we was having a good game. He was a good player. I could already tell. Fortunately enough for me, from kickoff, we get back in the lead here. Here's Cristiano Ronaldo. La Croqueta's past 1. Pops it to Goretzka. Goretzka whips that cross in. And there is Marcus Rashford to win the header over the defender and score the goal to put me 2-1 up. And it was a tough fight for the rest of the game. But eventually, I got the 3rd goal. Neymar down the left-hand side on as a sub. He does the El Tornado cross to the back post, and Milinkovic-Savic is there to head home and take this draft home as well. So that, guys, is the end of the gameplay. A really strong win in the final against a great opponent with a really good team. That, yeah, as I say, that's going to be the end of the gameplay. Let's get into the packs. All right, guys, so we end up winning the draft here today. I mean, I played well this draft, especially in the final. I came up against a guy with an utterly bonkers team. His draft was absolutely incredible, and he was a very good player, and he was out to antagonize. After my goal, skip the replays, 1-0. He scores to make it 1-1, dabs me, waits full celebration, full replay. He started like just wasting time in general, and so it felt good to get that win. I'm not going to lie, it felt really, really good to get a win against that guy. This is how my team kind of looked in game for the first half. And then at halftime in every game, Neymar came on into that cam role. So this is how the team finished every game. I was very impressed with this team in general. Puyol, a little bit too short for the fullback role. I did get one game, I think the second round, the guy scored 2 back post headers against Carlos Puyol. Just not tall enough, really. Even with decent jumping and heading, he's just not tall enough to deal with it, which sucks. The rest of the team was absolutely fantastic. Cristiano Ronaldo is unreal. But I was most impressed with this Marcus Rashford card. He's tall, he's fast, he's got perfect work rates. Actually, high-low is perfect. But yeah, high-medium is great. 4-star, 4-star. He's just got insane stats in general. Other than, in my personal opinion, other than composure. He's just incredibly well-rounded. And he scored lots of goals. But more importantly, he assisted so many goals this draft. I think he came away with like 4 or 5 assists and like 6 goals throughout the course of the whole draft, which is just unreal. And I had a couple of like quite comfortable games. So yeah, it was a semi-final that I conceded a couple of back post headers. 7-1 in the first round, really comfortable. 2-1 in the second round, again, really comfortable. I went 2-0 up. He scored a kickoff goal, but I just dominated the game. 5-4 semi-final, 3-1 final win. Let's see what we get for our rewards. EA, please stop giving me this trash. I just don't want this reward. I have earned this reward so many times. I'm yet to get coins. I'm yet to get 100k pack. We do get ourselves... Jonathan Tah. It would have been better if it was Zule. Jonathan Tah is okay, I suppose. Let's have a look at how much he's selling for. I think like 2.5, 2.8, something like that. Not bad to get out of this pack. Yeah, 2.8k. Not bad to get out of this pack, though, to be perfectly honest. A squad fitness and an all injuries as well. It's actually a decent pack for in terms of return. These packs, just generally speaking, have been absolutely horrendous for me. They are typically the worst pack. We're going to see if we can get any luck out of them. Sadly, not in the first one. No board at all. It's going to be Troy Deeney. That's rough, that is. How is that even a gold card? Yeah, that's tough, man. This reward in general just sucks. That can go. A couple of okay consumables in there. And the kit might sell for 300 coins. We're scraping the barrel here, lads. We'll send those guys into the club and open our final 25k pack. Come on, give me a walkout, EA. No walkout here, so probably no special card here. No special card. And that is exactly why, as we're going to get Toko Ekambi, that is exactly why that reward should not be a reward for winning the draft, because it is near impossible to make your money back unless you get extremely lucky. Like, this is just trash. It is genuine trash. I honestly don't think I'm going to make my money back, and I'm usually quite optimistic with how you can make coins back from draft. Even if you get the 2 5Ks and the 2 25Ks, that's a great reward in a sense, because you will always make profit off of that. Maybe it'll only be 3, 5, 8K, but you will always make profit. With the 2 rare gold players packs, man, you just can't. Like, if you get low end players, you just can't. That, though, guys, is going to be the end of the video. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.